Hello everyone. Welcome to Raos Academy for Competitive Examinations. This is Eswar Kumar. So in this video, we will discuss the important and most important uh, concepts, that like themes that we and you need to refer before going to the examination. So I have made this presentation with the help of PYQs. Okay, so by referring all the PYQs, after that I came to conclusion that these are the topics needed and you have to maintain some knowledge over these topics, right? So that's the thing. So before going to the main video, please subscribe our YouTube channel so that we can make the more videos which will be useful to you guys, right? Let us start. See my dear friends, so after doing the analysis of almost 10 years of question papers, I have made this presentation, right? See here. So before that, let us see the syllabus. So syllabus as per the UPSC Prelims 2025 notification, syllabus from Indian economy subject is that economic and social development, sustainable development, poverty inclusion, demography and demographics and social sector initiatives and etc. Okay, so what is that? Etc. Means unlimited. So honor is on anything can be asked in the UPSC. So etc. means there is nothing but anything can be asked in the UPSC. So for that you have to be prepared, right? So let us start. See here. So what are the books that you need to refer? What are the books that you need to refer? See, let us see once. Right. So like NCRT class 12th. So which is related to macroeconomics. These are the essential books. I didn't say at 11th class, Indian economic development, very important. Some questions in the UPS examination directly coming from Indian economic development, NCRT 11th class textbook. Then after that, microeconomics, NCRT class 12th. Then after that, business studies, NCRT class 12th. Union budget and economic survey. Why you need to read union budget? Because the questions are coming from union budget. Clear? So you should have the knowledge on union budget, and also you should have knowledge on the documents released by government of India, right? So that's the thing. And also you have to know about economic survey. You have to know about economic survey, right? So these are the most and essential books that you need to refer for the examination. Next after that, essential newspapers. You can follow like either Hindu paper or the Indian Express. Choice is yours. If you have time, you can read the both the papers or not. Choose yours. Choose according to your convenient. Okay. Then after that, reference materials. You can refer PIB, Press Information Bureau articles related to economy and Ardhapedia website, Vikaspedia and Investopedia. So you can refer these websites as well. Clear. So you can refer these websites as well. And also along with that, what you have to know, PYQs. So you have to refer previous year questions. They are the most and essential one, right? So these are the sources for Indian economy. Okay, right. So let us start. See here. So see, I have made this by observing the previous 10 years question papers of UPSC Prelims. Okay, so these are the topics. Like for example, see, you can see here from social security topic, almost four questions came. Right, so from social security topic, four questions came. Then after that, labor and employment, five questions. Skill acquisition and human development, clear. So three questions. Poverty, one question. 1991 reforms, two questions. Planning, one question. Energy sector, five questions. Infrastructure, three questions. Industries, you can see here six questions. Agriculture, 13 questions. So agriculture is the favorite topic for from economy for UPSC. Then after that, land reforms, two questions. Financial market, How many questions? 16 questions. Then after that, quality and standardization, 2 questions, digitization, 2 questions, and opportunity cost, 1 question, law of demand and supply, 1 question, and national income accounting, 8 questions, money and money supply, 8 questions, monetary policy, 9 questions, and banking regulations, 19 questions. So this is also favorite topic for UPSC. And payment ecosystem, 6 questions, inflation and recession, 6 questions, fiscal policy and government budgeting, 20 questions. Clear. And external sector, 42 questions. Right. Then after that, in some more areas, financial market, 16 questions. External question, how what I said? So like from macroeconomics. So if you keep like from the macroeconomics area, external sector, 42 questions came totally. Financial market, 16 questions. National income accounting, 8 questions. Money and money supply, 8 questions. Monetary policy, 9 questions. Banking and banking regulation, 18 questions. Payment ecosystem, 6. Inflation and recession, 6. Fiscal policy and government budgeting, 20 questions. Like, so these are the questions that came from the economy subject. Clear. So, right, coming to microeconomics, opportunity cost, 1 question, and law of demand and supply, 1 question. Okay. And coming to here. So, question source and type analysis. Let us see here. See, my dear friends. So, like 48 questions came from essential material. What are the essential material? Like NCRT textbooks, PIB, and essential newspapers. 89 questions came. So means, see, observe here, from static books, 48 questions came. From essential newspapers, how many questions came? 89 questions came. So what you have to understand here, economy depended upon the current affairs. Where do we get current affairs? From newspapers. So for economy, how many questions came from newspapers? Mean 89 questions. Means what you have to know here? Economy is dependent upon the current affairs. So if you thorough in current affairs, then you are able to attempt all the questions in economy subject. Okay. So if you along with that, if you thorough in static subjects, static portions, like if you have knowledge on NCRT textbooks, then you are able to answer static as well. Clear? So you're coming to Indian economy, you have to put more concentration in current affairs. Clear? Then after that, from reference materials, 37 questions, and random sources, 20 questions. Like some other from other some websites and reports, almost 20 questions came. Clear? So this is the question source. And after that, so let us do the analysis of the how the questions are coming, right? So let's see. So this is the analysis from 2015 to 2024. So in the year 2024, how many questions we got? From for economy, 15 questions. So among these 15 questions, 5 questions were easy, and medium 8 questions, and difficult 2 questions. So we can skip these difficult questions, but you have to attempt easy and medium questions. Okay, so these difficult questions no one can answer, and also no need to attempt them. If you know the exact answer, you can attempt. If not, you can skip them, because no one knows how many marks we need to qualify in prelims examination. Just we need around 60%. In general, on an average cutoff for general will be around 110, 100 to 110, or else if the paper is easy, 115 marks. Okay, means see, out of 200, how what is the percentage of the marks that you need to get? Approximately 60% of the marks. Means 40% of the paper you can skip. Okay, so from that 40%, these difficult questions can be. So no need to worry. But you have to answer these easy questions without fail. And also you should and you have to answer medium level questions as well. Clear? So out of 15 questions, if you are able to answer 13 questions, you will get 26 marks. You can get the top marks. Like, see here, then 2023, 18 questions. 8 questions are easy, 7 are medium, and 3 questions are tough. And 2022, 14, 5, 6, 3. 2021, 15 questions, 20 questions. 2019, 23 questions. 2018, 20 questions. 17, 25, 16, 23, 2015, 20 questions. So these are the questions coming for UPSC prelim examinations. Clear? Then after that, let us discuss the high yielding themes for UPSC prelims 2025-2026. See, right. So Indian economy basics. Indian economy basics. So you have to know the definitions for what is GDP, what is GNP, what is NNP, what is national income, what is net factor income from abroad, what is the depreciation, what is wear and tear, right? So what is the per capita income? So you have to know the definitions and also have to know some important concepts. How demand and supply changes. If more supply increases, what will happen? You have to know. If more demand creates, what will, if supply is less, what will happen? If more demand creates, if supply is less, what will happen? You have to know it. If more supply increases, there is less demand, what will happen? You have to know. If there is less demand and if there is more supply, what will happen? You have to know it. So such type of concepts that you need to know here. Right. Then after that, you have to know sectors of Indian economy. Okay. So you have to know sectors of economy. And in general, we have three sectors. Clear. Like a primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. But along with that, you have to know quaternary sector as well, quinary sector. So total we have five types of sectors. In general, like primary sector is related to agriculture and raw materials, agriculture and allied sector and raw materials, primary sector. And secondary sector related to manufacturing, production, right? Secondary sector. And third sector related to what? Third sector is related to services. Third sector is related to services. And coming to quaternary sector, so it is related to research and development. Fourth sector is related to research and development. And fifth sector, that is quaternary sector, it is related to the administration. It is related to topmost administration in the units, in the business units, or else in the organizations, or else in the institutions. Right. So these are the five sectors that were existed in economy. Next after that, so national income accounting, GDP, GNP, NNP, NVA, GVA, all these terms you have to know here. All these terms you have to know here. Clear. Then after that, base year and its significance. So how to know about base year? How we are calculating like a GDP with the nominal price, GDP with the real prices. You have to know it. You have to know it. Okay. So like why we are maintaining 2011 and 12 as a base year. You have to know it. Why we are maintaining 2011 and 12 as a base year for the calculation of GDP at real prices. Clear? So how to know it? And also how to know the difference between real income and real GDP and nominal GDP. How we get a nominal GDP and how we get real GDP. Okay, like see, I can explain it. So how we get real GDP? if we calculate the growth in between this year and the previous year, we get nominal GDP. How we get nominal GDP? If we calculate the growth, if we calculate the production, if we compare the production levels in between the 2 years, like a present and previous one, that's a nominal GDP. And whereas coming to real GDP, how we get? If you compare the prices in between this year and the year of 2011 and 12 data, we compare the data. If you compare the data in between 2000, like for example, if this is the year in between like 2025 and 26 and 2011 and 12, means take the data of 2011 and 12, data of 2011 and 12 data, and take 2025 and 26 data, that is the data 2. If you do the calculation, if you find the difference between data and data 2, it gives the real GDP. It gives the real GDP. So that's the thing. So here the 2011 and 12 is the base year. So that as of now we are calculating, we are considered 2011 and 12 as the base year. Clear? So such type of concepts are very important. Then after that, inflation and monetary policy. What is it? Inflation and monetary policy. So types of inflation. So we have to know that demand pull inflation, cost push inflation. So you have to know that when is demand pull inflation is created and when cost push inflation is created. So before that you have to know the definition for inflation. Inflation is nothing but the increase of the prices. Means in one more term, like we can say that too many prices are chasing too few goods. It's a general definition for inflation. What is that? Too many prices are chasing too few goods. That is general meaning for inflation. In another term, in another way, we can say that inflation is nothing but increase of the prices. Simple term. What is inflation? Increase of the prices. That's the thing. Next after that, and you have to know about wholesale price index, consumer price index. You have to know the difference between wholesale price index and consumer price index. When we are calculating this, also have to know the core inflation, like the industries related to core sectors, and monetary policy tools, right? So like Reserve Bank of India, it is the authority for monetary policy in India. Clear? So who is the regulating authority for monetary policy in India? Reserve Bank of India. So through monetary policy, what the Reserve Bank of India is doing? They are regulating repo rate, reverse repo rate, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquid ratio, bank rate, marginal standing facility. These are the things. Clear? These are the things. Right. So, and also Reserve Bank of India has Monetary Policy Committee, which has 6 members. So, Monetary Policy Committee comprises of 6 members. How many members? It comprises of 6 members. Clear or not? Comprises of the 6 members. So, among that, Reserve Bank of India's governor is also one of the member. Means one is RBI governor and 5 members. Clear? So for every 6 years, 6 months, for every 6 months, Reserve Bank of India is releasing Monetary Policy Committee report. So that report also we can call it as biannual report, or simply biannual report. Clear? So that's the thing. And after that, okay. So related to Monetary Policy Committee, you have to know composition and functions, and also you have to know inflation targeting framework, right? So related to inflation, we have 2 measures. One is expansionary measures and the second one is contractionary measures. So to control the inflation, What the Reserve Bank of India is doing, it is introducing, or else it is issuing guidelines related to expansionary measures and also contractionary measures. Expansionary measures means pumping more money into the public. Okay, contractionary measures means removing the more money from the public. Through these aspects, through these policy tools like repo, reverse repo, CRR, SLR, bank rate, that's the thing. And after that, third concept, banking and financial institutions. Banking and financial institutions. So RBI, under this concept, you have to know RBI structure. It is a functions, role, schedule versus non-scheduled banks. So you have to know what is a scheduled bank and what is a non-scheduled bank. There is a schedule in Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Right. So what are the banks that were kept under the schedule? They are recognized as scheduled banks. There is a schedule in Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. What are the banks that were listed in this schedule? They were known as scheduled commercial banks. What are the what are the banks that were not scheduled in this RBI Act 1934? They were known as non-scheduled banks. Right? So that's the thing. And also, you have to know about Basel norms. You have to know about Basel norms as well. Clear? Basel norms 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3. And also you have to know about the definition for non-performing assets. Non-performing assets. Who is the other authority for non-performing assets? You have to know the definition. Non-performing asset means, what does that mean? Like if any person is unwilling to pay loan for the period of 90 days, then his asset can be treated as non-performing asset. Or else in the other way we can say that if any person, like X is a person, if he takes any loan from any bank and if he was unable to pay that loan, pay that EMI for 90 days, then that loan can be treated as non-performing asset. Okay, so that's the meaning for NPA. So how to know idea over it, and also how to know about Sarfasia Act and IBC, Insolvency Bankruptcy Code. IBC, we call it as IBC code, Insolvency Bankruptcy Code. Clear? Then after that, you have to know about financial inclusions. Of related to financial inclusions, Government of India had launched PMJDY, Pradhana Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. You have to know about it. You have to know about Mudra Yojana. So even recently, as per the Union Budget of 2025 and 26, Government of India had introduced a Tarun Plus scheme as well. Under Pradhana Mantri Yojana, Government of India through banks, through various banks, dispersing amount to the sectors, to the business sectors, to the MSME sectors. Through three, like in the previous times, there were three schemes. Under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, there were three types of schemes. One is Kishore, Tarun, okay, Sishu. Like one is Sishu, Kishore and Tarun. Now, as per the budget of 2025 and 26, Government of India had introduced new scheme under Pradhan Mantri Yojana, that is a Tarun Plus. That is Tarun Plus. So, under Tarun Plus, Government of India is disbursing loan up to 20 lakhs, from 20 lakhs to, from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs rupees. Clear? So, you have to know about it. And after that, digital payment systems, DBTs, direct benefit transfers, and all the things you have to know here. And payment banks, small finance banks. Next, after that, we have to know about government budgeting and fiscal policy. Right. So, under these budget components, you have to know about what is the revenue receipts, what is the capital receipts, and what is the capital expenditure, and what is revenue expenditure. You have to know the difference in between them. And also, you have to know about planned expenditure and non-planned expenditure. You have to know about the difference between planned expenditure and non-planned expenditure. And also have to know about differences between fiscal deficit and what is the target of fiscal deficit as per FRBM Act, Fiscal Responsibility Budget Management Act. What is the fiscal deficit that we need to maintain? That is a 3.5% of GDP. So we can maintain fiscal deficit up to 3.5% of GDP. Okay. So as per FRBM, Fiscal Responsibility Budget Management Act, clear. Then we have to know about types of taxes, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Who is the collecting body for direct taxes and indirect taxes? What are the taxes that comes under direct, and what are the taxes that comes under indirect taxes? For example, GST is indirect tax, and income tax is a direct tax. You have to know about it. Income tax or else wealth tax. Okay. Indirect taxes were customs, anti customs, and anti-dumping duties. They are comes under indirect taxes. You have to know about it. And recent changes in income tax structure, GST trends. And you know that as per the budget of 2025 and 26, the government of India, what it has done? It has increased the limit. Means it has, government of India has given tax exemption up to 12 lakhs rupees. Okay, up to 12 lakhs rupees, we no need to pay any tax. If a person is employed, he has a standard deduction of 75,000, means around, so 12 lakh 75,000. If a person is working, if a person is employed, he no need to pay the tax up to, if his income is up to 12 lakh 75,000, he no need to pay. General people, 12 tax exemption up to 12 lakhs rupees. Clear. This is as per the budget. And also how to know that GST Act, when it was came into the force, so why GST was introduced, what is the article related to GST, what is the Constitutional Amendment Act related to GST. Clear? Like GST was enforced when? GST was enforced from 1st July of 2017. So GST is a goods and service tax. So it is indirect tax. After amalgamation of all the taxes, GST came out. Clear? And also, so like the government of India had done Constitutional Amendment Act 101. So 101 Constitutional Amendment Act made to introduce GST in India. Clear? So such type of information you need to know here. Then after that, you have to know like Union Budget 2025 and 2026. It's the highlights. How to know? It's the highlights. Then after that, external sector. So balance of payments, BOP, we call it as BOP. So how to know about what is balance of payments? How do we calculate balance of payments? How do we calculate? We calculate balance of payments with the help of imports and exports. With the help of imports and exports. How do we calculate balance of payment? With the help of imports and exports. If we have more exports than imports, then our balance of payments will be surplus, in the surplus. If we have more imports than exports, then our balance of payments will be deficit. We are in less of forex reserves, right? So that's the thing. And also how to know about what is current account and capital account, trade deficits, forex reserves. So as of now, we have forex reserves as per like 356 billion dollars. As of now, we have 356 billion dollars of USD. And how to know about exchange rate regimes. Generally, we have two types of exchange rates, like a floating exchange range or regime, floating exchange regime and fixed exchange regimes, right? So that's the thing. And also we have World Trade Organization, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, Asian Infrastructure Bank. Then after that, NDB, National New Development Bank, or else we can call it as the Asian Development Bank, or else we can call it as a BRICS Bank. And currency appreciation, depreciation of its, and also its impact. Okay, so why we are increasing the value of rupee, and sometimes why we are decreasing the value of rupee, you have to know it. So why we are decreasing the value of rupee, and why we are increasing the value of rupee, you have to know about it. Clear? Very important area. Then after that, and you have to know about economic survey and budget schemes. Clear? So how to know about economic survey? You have to know the facts. How to know the facts are related to economy of India, and you have to know like the status of Indian budget, status of Indian economy as of now. Okay, and also schemes launched by government of India, and the concepts that was kept under union budget, and also how to know that major reforms that government of India wants to bring, and also how to know about like Vikasit Bharat 2047 project. What is it? Vikasit. You have to know about Vikasit Bharat 2047. You have to know the meaning of it. Why government of India is uttering, always uttering Vikasit Bharat 2047. You have to know it. Then after that, focus areas like infrastructure, green energy, skill development, agriculture reforms, and the schemes related to these projects, like like related to infrastructure. Government of India had launched projects like Sagarmala, Bharatmala, and also like National Infrastructure Pipeline (NIP). Okay, these are the projects related to infrastructure, and also related to green energy. Government of India had launched policies like green hydrogen mission, green hydrogen policy, and also we have target like we should increase the green hydrogen productivity by 2030 up to 5 metric tons, 5 metric tons, and also schemes related to skill development like Skill India scheme, Naya Manjil, Nayar Roshni schemes. Okay, and related agriculture reforms. Government of India had brought many reforms related to agriculture, like Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, like it is a irrigation scheme, but is also meant for agriculture reforms, right? So, like under agriculture reforms, we have Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, means it is irrigation scheme. Pradhan Mantri Pradhan Mantri Insurance scheme. Okay, so like a Fasal Bima Yojana, we have crop insurance scheme, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and also we have Pradhan Mantri Kusum, means solar system scheme, and also we have PM Kisan. Okay, so like it is a investment support scheme under PM Kisan scheme. Government of India every year transferring amount of around 6,000 rupees directly to the farmers. Okay, so under PM Kisan, Government of India directly transferring 6,000 rupees to the farmers directly, like through DBT, direct benefit transfer. These are the areas. And after that, important government schemes and initiatives. Clear. Like PM Gati Shakti is nothing but development of infrastructure in India. Okay, so like development of ports under PM Gati Shakti, what is the main objectives? Development of port areas, development of road connectivity, development of railway connectivity, development of foot over bridges, FOB. So development of foot over bridges and many more. Then after that, Atma Nirbharat Bharat Abhiyan, means a self-reliant India. So the main objective of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is the to make India self-reliant. Okay, means our own products we should produce. Okay, then after that, Make in India, Startup India, Stand Up India. These are the schemes related to development of entrepreneurship. These are the schemes related to development of entrepreneurship. Okay, development of MSME sectors and PLIs, Production Linked Incentive Scheme. Okay, so like Government of India had selected some industries. So for encouragement of such industries, Government of India is providing subsidies. That scheme is known as Production Linked Scheme Incentive. So if the company produces more products, then more subsidy will be given to those companies. under this scheme. And Niti Aayog role in economic planning. Okay. And after that, related to agriculture and rural economy, you have to know about MSME, sorry, MSP, minimum support price. How we get the minimum support price, and what is the body behind the calculation of MSME? What is that? You have to know it. Generally, MSP, so minimum support price. So MSME should always be 1.5 times of cost of production. Okay, so this is a basic formula. So for example, for the produce of any agriculture productivity, if it takes around 1,000 rupees, for example, to produce around one bag of rice, one bag of paddy. So if the expenditure is incurred around 1,000 rupees, then a person who is going to purchase that one bag of paddy, how much has to pay? 1,500 rupees. Okay, so that is the MSP, minimum support price. Okay, so for example, if the expenditure put for the production of any agriculture productivity, if for example if it is 100%, then the persons who are going to purchase that productivity has to pay 50%, additional 50%, that is 1.5 times, or else that is 150%, right? So that's the thing. And after that, agriculture produce market committees, agriculture marketing, and PM Kisan, ENAM, electronic national agriculture markets, NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, rural credit, allied sectors, fisheries, livestock, and dairy. Okay, so these are the things you need to know here. And after that, industry and infrastructure. From these areas, you have to know about industrial policies like 1991, 2011, recent PLI schemes, PPP models, public private purchase models, national infrastructure pipeline, logistics and connectivity like Bharatmala, Sagarmala programs. And you have to know about disinvestment policies, or the government of India, why government of India want to increase the share of private companies in government companies. Means why government of India want to disperse these public sector enterprises into private sector enterprises. So you have to know about it, and also policies related to it. Okay, then after that, social sector and human development concepts. So like you have to know about employment and unemployment, you have to know about types of unemployment, majorly how to concentrate on discussed unemployment. Okay, that's the thing. And poverty estimates and committees related to poverty calculation, like Sachin Tendulkar committee, we know that. So Tendulkar committee, Mehta committee, you have to know idea over them, right? And also Rangarajan committees. And you have to know that HDI value, Human Development Index value of India, and what are the parameters that are considered for the calculation of HDI, you have to know it. And GDI, multidimensional poverty index, education, health and gender related schemes. Okay, then after that, from environment and economy linkages, you have to know about green GDP. What is green GDP? How we are calculating green GDP? Then after that, carbon trading. What is carbon trading? Emissions control market, sustainable development goals, environmental, social, and governance. It's a new term, ESG. We call it as ESG. You have to know about it. And financial trends. Sustainable financial trends. Along with these areas, you have to know about miscellaneous and current affairs topics, like related to latest reports. You have to know like reports released by World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and also reports released by Niti Aayog, reports released by International Monetary Fund, IMF. You have to know them, and reports released by WTO and WF, World Economic Forum, reports related to ease of doing business, and also India's ranking in various economic indices, like India's ranking in GDP, India ranking in triple P, India ranking in aquaculture, India ranking in milk sector, means dairy sector, India ranking in agriculture sector, India ranking in steel sector. So that's information you need to know here. Okay. and also global competitiveness, digital economy, crypto economy, RBI stances on cryptocurrency. And also recently Government of India means through Reserve Bank of India had launched CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC, and digital rupee, and also how to know gig economy. So through budget 2025 and 26, Government of India came out with new insurance policy, insurance schemes related to gig economy employees. And also Government of India wants to issue identity cards to these gig economy employees. So that's the thing you have to know here. And after that, labor codes. Clear? So labor codes. So these are the most important topics that you need to cover under economy subject for UPSC Prelims 2020 what 25. So this exam is going to be happen on May 25th. So don't worry, Raos Academy is behind you. So we always assist you. We will provide the guidance and mentoring to all the aspirants. So our main ambition is that aspirants should become administrators. Our main ambition is that our followers, our students and student community, so those who are sincerely preparing for these examinations should become administrators, should become gazetted officers, right? So that's the thing. So before leaving from this video, please subscribe our YouTube channel, share this video to your friends, and also you have provided Telegram links, so please join in it. So thank you so much and signing off, and please give your valuable feedback to us. Thank you so much.